Welcome everyone, my name is Estella, and today I'm going to play Strange Antiquities. I never finished playing Strange Horticulture. I watched somebody else play it a long time ago when it first came out, and it wasn't originally on Switch, and I just never ended up finishing on Switch. But I really wanted to play Strange Antiquities. It looks super interesting, and I just wanted some cozy vibes, so I thought we'd go ahead and play it today. Make sure. Hopefully my camera is in an okay spot. We might move it, but yeah, let's get started. As a thaumaturge's apprentice, there is a lot to learn. Every object must be treated with care, and it is important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop. Strange Antiquities in my hands. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging with a terrible certainty that could not be stopped. The ravens were an omen, a circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless cries that seemed even then to signal the start of a rising dread. Day 1, Thursday. Kitty! Hello! Can I pet you? Oh, sweet kitty. Okay. Hello? I've been called away to assist in an urgent matter. Oh, this is Eli. In Ravenglass. I must leave at once. I am leaving the shop in your care with some reluctance, I might add. Make use of my reference materials. Here, take this. Okay. There's an index in the back that may be useful to you. If in doubt, study it carefully. And remember that there are some powerful artifacts here. Okay. Under no circumstances should you seek entry to any locked doors, drawers, or cupboards. Okay. In fact, safe is not to touch anything at all. Well, how am I supposed to do your job? I should be back in a few days. Okay. We'll see how this goes then. Use directional buttons to navigate your shop. Okay, let's see. Oh. Oh, and then go. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so there's more stuff over here. Can I move things? I can. Can we move it? That way we can see everything. Move everything closer to each other. Okay. Hopefully that's not a problem. Okay. Oh, that's locked. But this stuff is available. Okay, and then we can go down. Let me check. Ooh. Okay, so we'll probably use this to identify stuff. Okay. What's this? The thaumaturge, Eli White. Eli is a thaumaturge, a collector and curator of powerful objects that to the untrained eye may appear dull and lifeless, but that in the right hands and armed with the right knowledge can be a gateway to so much more. For Eli, the quest to unearth and understand each new object has been the driving force of his adult life. As owner of Strange Antiquities, Eli is a stern master. He knows firsthand what can happen if the right precautions are not taken. He doesn't tend to show much emotion, but he does have a more tender side, a side that is mostly reserved for the store's cat, Jupiter. Visits, day 1. Okay, so this gives us like a little, of his dialogue, a little bit of his dialogue that he gave us on day 1. So that's good to reference later if we need to. What's this? Archive, nothing in there. Okay, so my camera isn't covering anything but like the hint section, so we should be okay. Hey kitty, pet you again? Sweet kitty. Oh, I can move it up and down. That's interesting. Oh, wait, hold on. What did that do? Oh, weird. I hope that wasn't important. Thomas Pope. Congratulations! Today is the day you meet the great Thomas Pope. Okay? That's me. I'm a man of two loves, fresh mountain air and a little white dog called Hamish. But I reserved some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats in them. If you would be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter's boon. Ooh, okay. Use X on items to inspect them. Okay. X. Oh, okay. This is interesting. Bone yellowed white. Okay, so we get like an initial description when we hover over it. Move the cursor over different parts of the object to inspect it. It has some evil quality to it. I do not like to hold it. Okay, sentence sound. A soft sound. A soft sound like a serpent's whisper emanates from within. Hard and somewhat rough. And the color and composition. Bone yellow to white. Okay. Okay, and then I can scroll with the bumpers. That's good to know. Hunter's Boon. Can I look at our book? Oh, I had to inspect. Okay. We're looking for Hunter's Boon. Hunter's Boon is a primitive item. They grant the power of the predator, enhancing perception and agility. Make sure I'm recording. They are made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They are simple items without embellishment. Can I move? Okay. So I can use the bumpers to kind of like scroll through. Okay, so this is just one page. Slain beasts. Ooh, the eye is moving. Tooth, maybe? Or the eye. It could be the eye as well. Okay. So color composition, yellowy brown, smooth with hard ridges. I have nothing to remark. It gives me a sensation of power. Okay, so this is probably what we're looking for, especially since it's a tooth. I guess I could check the eye as well, just in case. Nothing to remark, nothing to remark. Cool and smooth, green marble. Okay, so it's definitely, I think it's definitely this then. Yay! This is a tiger's tooth, a trophy from a predator. On closer inspection, it gives a sensation of power. Okay. Selenic totem. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling such as love or joy and then held tightly to recall the same feeling. They sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. Okay, so we got an entry added into our book. Can add labels to item while inspecting them using X. Ooh, okay, let's I want to add a label then. Let's make it green, since it's like hunter maybe, or yellow. Do we like yellow? No, I want green. Okay, do you want a different shape? Ooh, pretty. No, let's do this one. Okay, Hunter's Boon. Whoops, there we go. Okay, that should be correct. Yes. Ooh, should there be an icon? Oh, interesting. I don't know what any of these symbols mean. Maybe like an eye, since it's like an animal? I don't think we need a symbol right now. Okay, that should be okay. Yay! And then when I hover over it, does it? Yes, it does. Perfect. Okay. Ooh, this is pretty. What is this? Pearlescent blue glass. Cool and smooth. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Interesting. So I wonder if we unlock ways to inspect things over time. Okay. Jack Hungerford. The nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, or so my father always used to say. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since he passed 2 winters gone. A creeping dark has set up in my house. I'm told the shadow hold will draw it out. Shadow hold. Ooh, okay. Do we have that in our book? Let's see. Let's go up to... Are they in... Yes, they're in alphabetical order. A shadow hold or shattuck vessel is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar or a bottle or some sort of box. It can be used to contain an oshadic spirit, the manifestation known as creeping dark, pulling it from the shadows like poison from a wound. They are decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. Oh, interesting. Okay, no other pages. A shadow catcher design. So I assume this is not the only design, but let's see. Oh, this right here. This is the thing. Let's inspect it real quick first. Okay. My heart feels lighter. I have nothing to remark. Raised detailing and bronze. Yeah. Okay. So I think this is it. Shadow hold. Oh, wait, that was wrong? I should slow down and think this through more carefully. No! But that was the... I thought that was the... Hold on. Let me check. Yeah, that's the... A shadow hold or a shattuck vessel. Oh, okay, so that's the design, but it's not a container. So we need a container. Do we have another... Let's see. That's not a container, is it? Let's... Oh, this right here. Okay, this has got to be it then. It's made of clay. Markings have been carved. Okay, so it's the same design, but it's a bottle. Pungent. Okay, so that must be it then. Completely forgot about the bottle thing. Okay, let's try that. Aha. The item is a container of some kind. The design on the bottle is the same as the sketch. Okay, good to know. Sunbond. A sunbond is small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly and made of a non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. They carry the warmth and the light of the sun, a brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. Ooh. There's an auto-label option in the settings if adding labels by hand isn't your thing. Oh, settings, auto-label. Okay. I'm not too worried about that right now. Let's just go ahead and label it. Color. Ooh, shadow. Let's do purple. So this should be shadow hold. Because it's a bottle. So I wonder what the other one is then. Maybe it can create the creeping dark or whatever it was called that he was having problems with. There we go. Let's see. I like this shape. Yeah, haha, yes. We like that. Cool. And I like that we can edit it fairly easily if we need to. Okay, next person. Startled the kitty. What's all these ravens flying about Undermere today? I can't remember ever seeing anything like it. Not a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. A letter for you. Okay. Let's see it. We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boat yard last night. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. They look old. Maybe there's nothing of much use here, but I thought of you when I came across an entry on the shin. Charlie Weathers. Okay. Can I... Ooh. Oh, yeah, that's right. I think we can keep papers somewhere. Okay. And there's no other pages. And it seems that we don't... Oh, wait. Archive. Here we go. Can I keep the papers in here? Yeah. There we go. Let's put that away. Perfect. Okay. Stanley Hume. I want O-snick ring. O-snick. That's a pleasing word to hold on the tongue. You're weird. O-snick ring. O-sick. O-sick? O-snick. O-sick. Okay. Alright, that's down here. Osic ring. The somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offerings to the goddess Korchin. But the practice fell out of favor as belief waned. They are hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say that they can hear Korchin's unearthly hiss when they hold an Osic ring up to their ear. Interesting. That's what she looks like. A ring. Oh, wait. A hiss? Some evil quality to it. Ooh, I wonder if this is it. And it's a ring. Sentence sound, hard and somewhat rough. Let me check the entry again. Coach and the Serpent Goddess. Can hear Corshun's unearthly hiss, so I bet that's it. Osic ring, here you go. Hopefully this helps. Yeah, haha. Made of bone, the item satisfies the description of macabre. Closer inspection confirms that hissing noise can indeed be heard. Evocant. Evocant? These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart, according to the popular myth. The truth is a little less dramatic, but the weight of these items is nevertheless important and should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. They are placed on the chest of those in a coma to draw them out. Interesting. Okay, let me... Okay, so it's Osic ring. Let's do this guy. Color. Animal, because it's a serpent. That was what we determined, and it's also made of bone. Yeah. So it was Ossic, right? Hopefully I spelled it right. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Oh, new person added. Edmund Bishop. The behavior of these ravens is disturbing, to say the least. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion eaters mostly, but they'll take anything they can get their talons into. And they'll kill if necessary. I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there, and I'd like to know what. A voice of Cyrano's might help put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. Voice of Cyrano's, interesting. Okay, let me check the... okay. The ornithologist, Edmund Bishop. The 14th Lord of Gleeston Castle is a man of wealth and privilege like the 13 before him. He is a man who would be easy to despise, as his father was, but he is well loved by those who know him. Now retired, he was a professor of ancient languages at the University of Cumbria, but his real passion is birds. His students learn to divert particularly dense lectures on Latin declension by asking about local owl species or by quizzing the professor on increasingly exotic bird calls. Edmund was only too happy to oblige, spending hours recounting stories of adventures in Africa and New Zealand. Voice of Cyrano's. Okay, let's see what we got. That would be near the end, right? Yeah. Okay, Cyrano's wearing his torque. The name Voice of Cyranos is used to refer to any bronze torque that has certain imbued properties. With skill, such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Cyranos is a pagan god of the forest and nature, typically depicted as a man with antlers of a stag or often wearing a holy torque. Okay. Interesting. So, wait, a god of nature. What is it? A pagan god of force and nature typically depicted as a man with antlers. Well, this has antlers. Hold up. Let me check the... Because there's this also, right? It's bronze, smooth, a strong sense of being watched. I'm not sure if that is what it would be. Oh, wait, the torque, this right here. Maybe this is it? Engraved detailing, a cheap metal of some kind, probably pewter. This is the symbol on his belt, though, so I wonder if that's it. We could try it. Hopefully this is correct. I don't think anything else matches the description properly, other than this. Did it say anything about bronze? Patterns of nature. Refer to any bronze torque that has certain imbued properties. So it's not bronze. Hold on. cheap metal of some kind, probably pewter, but this one is bronze. It is bronze, so this is probably it. So let's try this because it's bronze. Okay, so then this must be it then. I was on the right track then. No, that's also wrong. Ooh, that's not good. What's this? That is bronze. Uneven texture. Nothing to remark on it. Oh, well, that might be it then. Because it looks like it's what's around his neck. I was looking at the belt for some reason. Okay, that's correct then. Voice of Cernunnos. Sign is made of bronze. A similar looking item appears around the neck of Cernunnos. I was looking at the wrong thing. That's what it was. Okay. Spirit Eye. There are some who stay away from the Spirit Eyes, believing them to be a window into a world that should not be seen, and others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It is not clear exactly what they do show, another layer beneath the visible world, perhaps. A layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. Okay. Voice of Cernunnos. Ooh, that was not good. I got not so great. Okay. Cernunnos. Okay. Okay, so Voice of Cernunnos. It is nature. So let's go with green. And then let's do this one. Yeah, that's a nice shape. So Voice of Cernunnos, that was Cernunn? Or Nunnos, I think. We'll double check it just to make sure. Let me make sure that it was correct. Cernunnos. Yes, okay, spelled it correctly. I think that's all we can do. We have this locked bin here. I wonder if I can put this here. Yes, and put this here. Perfect, that way I can see everything. I hope there's not a thing of like, you can't have things in certain places or it'll ruin them or something. There, now I can see everything for now. Okay, cool. The black mare thundered through the icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold, and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach Backbarrow. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I gotta draw. Okay. Ooh, I like this. Oh, the sound is so nice too. Ooh, is that an item then? A card. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid in the first building he came to. Okay. So I know that in Strange Horticulture we had to like search on a map for things. And I think, I can't remember if it was cards or not, but we would get like some kind of like vague directions to check coordinates for. So that's interesting. Ooh, okay. So, wait. Okay, hold on. So, okay, so we want to search. Do we have a map? No, we do not. Oh, we haven't checked Jupiter's profile yet. Jupiter! Devourer of souls. Jupiter. Jupiter is the thaumaturge's cat, or more accurately, Eli is Jupiter's thaumaturge. Jupiter found strange antiquities, perhaps drawn to the curiosities within, and made it his home. Eli was more than happy to accommodate him, but he learned early on that Jupiter was his own master. His business is his own, but it largely consists of regular naps, terrorizing rodents, and midnight explorations of Undermere and beyond. What he does on his excursions is a mystery, but he seems to be well known among the town's residents. Cute. Okay, does this open up anything? I have growing fear deep within me I cannot let take hold. Okay. We go up. So I can't really do... Okay, so I don't have a map yet to look at. So hopefully we get one soon. Oh, Verona Green. I remember her from Strange Horticulture. That's just perfect. Undermere fizzing with fear over these ravens, and the thaumaturge has left his apprentice in charge. Sorry, my dear. That was rude. Pay no attention to me. I'm an old lady who got out of the wrong side of the bed. These ravens have got under my skin is all. Please do let Eli know that I was looking for him next time you see him, and pass on my thanks for letting me borrow his copy of Hermetic Symbology. Okay. Oh, she's leaving now. Ooh. Oh, okay. These are the symbols that we can put on the labels. Of the day, of the night. There are 3 branches of thaumaturgy. Each of these is split into 2 disciplines, represented by the following symbols. Celestial, Selenic of the moon, Dradic of the earth, Mentic of the mind, Wixic of the body, Noctic of the night, Diurnic of the day. Calm, confusion. Okay, so I can label things depending on what they mean. Oh, that's so interesting. Planetary metals, seasons, weather, Wicca. Okay. Okay, so I know that this one is protection. So wait, what's the protection one again? Let me check. What's the protection one look like? Okay, so it's the 2 diamonds, the overlapping diamonds. So that one, icon. Where's our overlapping diamonds? This one right here. Yes. So that one means protection. That one means, that one's of nature. Okay, can I put this over here? Yes. Okay. Paralysis, insanity, dark light, water, earth, air, fire. This one is of the serpent. So, interesting. Would it be celestial because it follows a goddess? Dradic of the earth. That's probably what I would do this one for. Because it is a earth... Oh shoot, I forgot what the symbol was. Dradic of the earth. Okay. I understand. I think. It was this one, right? This one was Dradic of the earth. Yes. Uh-huh. Dradic of the earth. This one, the shadow hold, I don't remember exactly what that one was. But I think we'll leave it at that for now. We'll continue. Oh, scared kitty. Tess Sherwood. I feel paralyzed. I have no job, no partner, no friends, no prospects. I heard a horned shackle might be the answer. Horned shackle. Okay, let's see. This one? Oh! Horned shackles are used to bring about change in one's life, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. In use, the horns are rubbed between one's fingers, causing them to become worn smooth over the years. They can be worn as pendants, but are more commonly totems of some kind. An example of an elaborate horned shackle. Okay, so it's like an animal? The horns are rubbed between one's fingers. So it typically has horns. It brings about change, overcomes personal demons, cause them to become worn smooth. They can be worn as pendants. Okay, let's see. This one can be worn, but I think it had like an unpleasant sound. watched. Okay, I don't think that's it. Move the cursor over different, yeah. Textured, clay. No, maybe this one, perhaps? Rough and pitted wood. Did it say it was made of wood? Causing them to become worn smooth over the years. More commonly totems. Horn shackles. The one says it is... That's a hard one, I think. Maybe this one? Pewter, hard and cool. I have nothing to remark. This is the only thing that says it's being worn smooth. Smooth and made of bronze. It could be this one. Wood would make sense if it's worn smooth over the years. But it's saying that it's rough. Is it cracked clay? It's textured. What about this one? This looks like a totem. I'm overcome by warm, loving emotion. It's polished. A light-colored wood that's polished. Maybe we try this one? Because it does have horns. Oh, that's correct! Oh, perfect. Closer inspect reveals the horns have been worn smooth. Yay! Okay, cool. Vestiger. A vestiger can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. Among other oddities, flames burn pale blue in their presence. Ooh, okay. Okay, so bring about change, overcoming personal demons. Okay, so what symbol should we give that one? Let's see. Calm, deception, fear, foresight, truth, soap. Lead, copper, quicksilver. Blessings, maybe? Could do blessings. Since it's meant to bring about change. Okay, we'll do that one then. Horn shackle. Blessings was which one? It was the... Ooh, where is it at? There's so many... Ah, there it is, down here at the bottom. Okay. The shape, let's have it be... The shape, there we go. Color, horn shackle brings about change. Blessings, not red. That's purple. Light green, blue maybe? Okay. I like categorizing the things. Horned shackle. Because it's not like an evil thing that we're using. There we go. Awesome. We continue. David Schaefer. Oh, you're the postman. At least the weather's looking a little better out there today. Oh, letter. Good day. You might be interested to bear that my plow overturned a strange-looking object yesterday. Come to the farm and it's yours, for the right price, of course. Kind regards, John Royston. Okay, let's see. So you have something for me also. We also need to check... Yeah, okay. The Occult Scholar, Verona Green. Verona has been a constant in Undermere for as long as the streets have had cobblestones, and the churches have had bell towers. She's respected and feared, which she revels in, and she's revered and admired, which she tolerates. Her knowledge of the occult world is second to none, and her expertise has steered the citizens of Undermere away from catastrophe on more than one occasion. The near misses of the Selenic Flame and the Woken Dendru are two such events that spring to mind. She is of the opinion that no problem is so great, no obstacle so insurmountable that it can't be diminished by a properly brewed pot of tea. Cool. Alright then. Julia Braddock. Ah, Jupiter, may we meet again. Our paths crossed late last night on Princess Street. We shared a moment before he slunk off into the dark on the important business, no doubt. I wonder if you can help me. I'm visiting my grandmother later, and I wanted to bring her something. She lives all alone on the edge of town, out on Clanbrook Road, and I don't always manage to get out there as often as I'd like. I thought maybe a moonheart would bring her some comfort. Okay, moonheart. We recently got an entry for that. Where is that? Entry. Moonheart. Oh, it's not in here. Oh, index. Wait, that's not helpful. Am I blind? Oh, wait a minute. Well, let's see. I have Ceranos. We got an entry for Moonheart, but was it not added? Hunter's Boon. Osic Ring. Shimmer. Okay, it's not in here. Let me check. So I'm going to check this. Okay. Moonheart. Okay, so we can check the index for things. Oh, I see. Okay, so reference to Moonhearts takes you to the entry. Imbued with the sentiment of feelings such as love or joy, they sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. Love or joy. I think it's this one. Because didn't we... Polished? Yeah, so I think this is it. Selenic Totem, Moonheart. I think this is it. Yeah. Carved out on the L is associated with the night. It bears a concealed crescent shape. Using the closer inspect the tool and pushes a feeling of joy. Holgan Grimm. These eerie creations are worn by priests of Holgar in various rituals relating to death and the afterlife. The sacrament to ask for his protection, Wolfsong's truth to seek his judgment, path of the warrior to help the dead find their way. Okay, so some things go to the index because they're referenced in entries, but not necessarily an entry themselves. That's interesting. Okay, what is the... So it is a symbol for love. What is that? Confusion, calm, life paralysis. Is there more on this side? No. Death, confusion, weakness. I thought there was a nice one. That one's protection. Horned God, spirituality. Okay, so so it is a Noctic. The discipline, Noctic and Selenic. So of the moon and of the night. So both of these are fine. Let's do this one. Can we do two different symbols? Let's see. Was it this one? No, I can only do one symbol at a time. Is it that one? Let me check. Yes, that's the one. Okay, and then Selenic Totem. It's in the name. Selenic totem. And then should I put in parentheses Moonheart or something? Would that be a good reminder, maybe? Let's see. Let me just do, yeah. I'm sure it'll be in tiny lettering, but that's fine. Yeah, okay, that's perfect. Let's do, I like that one, that one's fine. The color, let's do, the yellow is fine. I wonder if we unlock more colors over time. Yeah, perfect. Okay, continue. Daisy Winters. Hello, I like your dress. A friend of mine, or former friend I should say, has been stealing jewelry from me. Oh? 3 necklaces have gone missing over the past few weeks, including one that was a gift from my late grandmother. Do you have a suitable pendant that I can leave lying out for her to find that will teach her a lesson and make sure it never happens again? Ooh. Oh, there are no wrong answers, but my decision will no doubt affect the events in motion outside my shop. Binding Seed and Zia? Oh, those are the symbols, not the book. Okay. Let's see. What do we have? And Zia is the final. Okay, these items are made of 2 distinct materials representing the Mentic and the Wixic, the mind and the body. The winding path of the mind is described by a spiral encompassing the body of the seed. A binding seed is a form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. The Yew Labyrinth of Castle Morgan, a larger-than-life binding seed. Okay. So feelings of guilt and shame are associated with it. And then what is the Zia? If that's how you say it. Warn about the neck to place them close to the heart. These innocent-looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia that can be difficult to remove. Zias are made of any single material except wood or clay. They typically have no symbol or other writings upon their surface. Ooh, fear and paranoia? That doesn't seem great. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I can go to the index by clicking on that. Okay. In that case, we'll do the binding seed. Because it amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. I'm sure that will stop her from continuing to steal. The binding seed kind of look like this guy, so let's examine this. Notice a slight out-of-body feeling like my hands belong to somebody else. It's rough and pitted. It's made of stone. Okay, that's interesting. What about this one? Red paint. Okay, nothing to remark. Warm and made of gold. Did you say it needs to be something to be worn? Okay, nothing particular. Okay, just leave it lying out for her. That seems particularly evil. Would this be out of body feeling like my hands didn't belong to somebody else? That seems oddly specific. Leathery and bony. Okay, what about this one? Ooh, didn't this one have a specific thing? Cool and smooth. Pearlescent glass. Is this something I can invest in? That's funny. Okay, so hold on. What is the binding seed again? The mind and body. They're made of 2 distinct materials representing the Mentic and Wixic. So what is the Mentic? Hold on. Binding seed. And then what's the Wixic? Oh, wait, no, that's not what I wanted. Take me back to binding seed. What is the Wixic? Okay, so that doesn't help me really with anything. Okay, so that's where it's all referenced. Restful Mother, Sextrum. Described by a spiral. They both have spirals. Hard and cool. I think it's this one. So let's try this one and see if it's correct. What does the Z look like? Hold on. Does it have a picture? No, that's not it. It doesn't, not really. Z's are made of, any single material except wood or clay, have no symbol or other writings upon their surface. Interesting. So no symbols. So this might not be it. This might not be the binding seed. This one still might be the binding seed, but let's try it. Okay. So maybe this one, because it's a spiral. Also no. Interesting. I don't have... Oh, wait, actually. What about this? I don't like how it makes me feel. Dark wood, you perhaps it's gnarled. And it is jewelry. So maybe this one? Perfect. Binding seed. Okay, 2 materials, wood and stone. Okay, that's what I was missing. Features a spiral surrounding a seed. Okay, binding seed. Shield charm. Generic charms of protection have little to offer the skilled thaumaturge, but can have some small effect. An ostatic spirit or a wandering shroud will not abide them, for example. Such charms make use of the art of symbology, an ancient and some would say primitive component of thaumaturgy. They can be made from a variety of materials, though rarely precious metals. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at... Let's see. Ooh, no, it had to do with the mind. Is there... Fear, confusion... weakness, insanity, hypnosis, fortune, confusion, death, calm. Let's see. Light, dark, water, fire. I don't think we will... It's not associated with fear, because it's not what we... It's not the one that we chose. We chose the binding seed. What else does it... Mentic and Wixic. Feelings of guilt and shame. I think we'll leave a symbol off of that one then. Unless there's like a specific... I don't think there is. No, I don't think so. So we'll just leave it as is. Okay, binding seed. That one is also nature because it's a seed, so it's going to be green. Yes, down here. Okay. Yeah, I don't really have a symbol for it right now, so... shape, let's do this one. Yeah, I like that one. Cool. Okay, next person. Emmett Burrows. They found a man just now in that house where all them ravens were. Oops, not what I meant to do. I wish I hadn't seen, but I did. He was sheet white, but it was his eyes that are going to give me nightmares. All black they were. It was like he weren't there anymore. I don't need to wait around for another sign. I'm taking my family to Sedberg, and I'll be taking a libula to see us safely through. Ooh. Okay, we've seen that a couple times in the book. Libula, yes. Libula are purported to offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change, but they are not held in high regard by most scholars of the occult. That being said, an imbuement of wisdom shows that a libella is not merely decorative. There is power in symbology, as the old thaumaturges knew well. Okay, so wisdom. But sometimes it's very decorative. So maybe this one? Raised detailing, also made of bronze. This one is also detailed. My heart feels lighter, perhaps? So wisdom. You know what that one is? This one says my heart feels lighter, so it's giving... this might be it. No, okay. It is decorative. Okay, so maybe this one then? Correct, okay. I should have gone with my first instinct. A symbol, oh, symbol of wisdom. I should have looked at this symbol book. Libella. Witch's finger. Witch's fingers are said to be the severed digits of the witches of Undermere. They are capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body, a most unpleasant experience, but a last resort that has cured some and finished off others. Interesting. Wait, so what's the symbol of wisdom? Is there... Yeah, symbol of wisdom. Okay, that makes sense. So that's what we'll put on the card here. Make it this one. Make it blue. Make it blue. Icon. Let's see, where's the wisdom symbol? Over here? Yes, here it is. Yes. No. Libella. There we go. Okay, that's the end of the day. We still don't have a map yet. I don't have... I have a growing fear deep within me I cannot let take hold. And I still have my card. So I'm not sure what to do about that. But I guess for now we'll just end the day. Maybe we'll get another card. A deep pain radiated down the side of the rider's head, where he had sliced himself with a diverging hook, and his thoughts were scattered and torn. He could not see out of his left eye. Ooh. Oh, here. Oh, this is so cool. I love this. Ooh, so cool. It looks like a key. Interesting. Maybe this is like a location? Day 3, Saturday. Okay, so this looks like a house and the location within a house, or maybe part of a map. Ooh, there's more to the shop that I haven't explored yet. I should take a look around. Yes. What is this? Inspect. Reminder, I stored a couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. EW? What's this? Ooh. Smooth, made of wood. Some more things. Ooh. That can help us. You can use the R to bring up magnifying glass. Okay. Ooh, I like that. Perfect. I wonder if on thaumic fields, all thaumic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a thaumic lens. A diurnic field pattern. These fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them over the years. For a thaumic lens. Interesting. Okay, and then one more. A compass! We can explore now. And a map, perhaps? Yes! Oh, perfect. This is all of Undermere. There's my artifacts. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is important. A diurnic field pattern. And I can use this. Ooh, okay. Oh, I love that. Okay, so I want to look for this. Let's see if we can find it somewhere. That's a very distinct shape. So maybe here? Oh, yes. Let's see. I think it is... Wait, hold up. Huh? I think it's right... I think it's this one here. Yes! There's a narrow gap between the two houses, and I spy a small wooden chest wedged firmly inside. Slowly I manage to work it loose, and when it finally comes free, it shoots out onto the hard ground and snaps open, revealing its long-hidden treasures. Ooh! Cool. Oh, those look cool. This looks super cool. Put that right there. And then this one can go here. There we go. Cool, 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 cool. Okay. And then an escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid in the first building he came to. Wait, he... Escaped prisoner ran northwest. Okay, so where is... Let's see. Where is the old jail? 10? Is there another jail or is there just one? Old jail is 10. Where is it? 10, so old jail is here, and he ran northwest. And hid in the first building he came to? So 11. Museum? Or is it the church? The church is old and the roof is in need of repairs. Moss and lichen and lichen add splashes of color to otherwise gray exterior. I wander around to the back of the church where an old yew tree stands. Its gnarled branches scratch gently against faded gravestone in the breeze. The pastor strays into my moment of quiet reflection and imparts some local lore. The tree is known as the Witch of High Green Church, and there are those that believe it to have unnatural powers. While the tree lives, the witch's fingers cut from its limbs are alleged by healing through pain. Oh, that's good to know. Okay, but that does not help me. In the first building he came to. So 9? I was looking in the wrong direction. So is it maybe 9? No, it would be across here, perhaps. The Barrows? What's the Barrows? Greywick Farm? It's either here or here, I think. But I think this is more directly north. So perhaps here? The scent of damp hay lingers in the air as crows pick at the muddy ground between weathered stone barns. The farmer lifts his gaze briefly, offering little more than a nod before turning back to his work. I don't think I'll find anything useful here. Okay, so it's not correct. So maybe strange horticulture? No. This curious plant shop on the edge of town is a quiet haven away from the bustle of the center. Ordinarily, I'd be delighted to while away some time there, but I have important work to do, and yet an hour later I find myself leaving the shop with a potted palliance and a weight off my shoulders. I've been chatting with the proprietor about the similarities and differences between our two disciplines, with a gently purring hellebore curled up in my lap. Cute. Ah, a plant. Cute, pretty. I forgot there was something in here. Yeah, weights. Okay. In that case, perhaps it is 3, which is the Barrows, which we don't know really what that is. At the top of the hill is a cluster of grassy mounds. The Barrows, whoever's buried among them, must have been important in their time. So it's like an unmarked gravesite, perhaps? Okay, so this is not helping. An escaped prisoner ran northwest, hid in the first building he came to. Is there another place? Strange Rouge, convent. No, it has to be the old jail. Is there a current jail? The old jail. Let's take a look at the old jail. Stands silent, its rusted iron bars, the only thing separating me from ghosts and former prisoners. I take a quick look around, but there's nothing to find here. Okay, so this is not the jail or prison. So I'm looking in the wrong place. Okay, the lock house. What is the lock house? Would that be the new jail? 7, where is it? Ooh, that might be it. Ivy strangles the iron gate, creaking loudly as it opens. Behind dusk cloak wisdom, somebody watches me approach the old house. I tap the brass knocker, waiting for an answer that never comes. Okay, it's not the jail. Galfrey's Tower? The Bleakstones? Calgarth Hall? Quarry Yard? No. The Pit. Where's the Pit? That's 20? Here. That does not look like a jail. Keystone Manor. Wainwright Hospital. The Eye? Where's the Eye? 32? That does not look like a jail. But perhaps Galfrey's Tower might be? What's 22? Ooh. No, maybe not. 28 is Undermere Church. Station Road. Undermere Station? Undermere's quiet, unassuming stop. Okay, no, it's the train. Yeah, it's the train, that makes sense. I have no idea where this could be. What is this? The Bleak Stones. Stand in the circle of quiet defiance of time, once home to witchcraft and rituals, now abandoned, silent, still, like the surrounding lake. There's magic here, I can feel it, but nothing left for me to uncover. Okay. Well, I'm not too sure how we find this guy if the old jail is not in operation anymore. So let's just continue. Oh! Those are new. What the heck? I did not see those before. Ooh, wait, actually, hold up. Does this bring up anything? No, not really. Pine Road. It's Undermere Church. That doesn't help me find anything, does it? Okay, alright. We'll continue for now. We've explored a couple places, and we got a plant and a couple new items. Ooh, Francesca Robertson. Good afternoon. No, morning. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm Francesca Robertson, a doctor of sorts. I assume you heard about Mr. Hungerford? Seems to be the talk of the town already. I'm used to dealing with maladies of an occult nature, but black eyes are certainly unusual. I've heard of something like this before, but I don't see how it could be the same thing. Either way, I'm hopeful and Evicant will have some effect. Evicant. Let me check the... Okay, no, I thought it was in the index for some reason. Ooh, okay. Yeah, the stone item weighs the same as man's heart. The truth is a little less dramatic, but the weight of these items is nevertheless important. So it should always be 1 pound. They are placed on the chest of the straw out of a coma. Okay. Did it say it's always made of wood? It's stone. Always stone. Okay. Made of stone. Okay. This is also made of stone. It's also not labeled. Hard and cool, red paint or perhaps blood, no. don't have anything on the sides here, yeah. This one? It's rough and pitted. Notice a slight out-of-body feeling. It is made of stone. Let me check these items down here. This looks like it's made of wood. An orange gemstone. What about this one? Bronze. Somewhat painful, if nothing to remark. Okay. It weighs about 1 pound. And it's always made of stone. An evocant. Let me check again. The truth is a little less dramatic. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart. Ooh. Actually, you know what? Let's try something here, because we can weigh things, right? This. Put that there for now. So, 1 pound. Let me try this guy here. It's a little too light. So maybe perhaps this one? Oh, too heavy. I don't think clay would count, would it? Ooh, that's exactly 1 pound. Okay, so this has got to be it then. Yes! Perfect. Weighs 1 pound. Dataless link. A dataless link is a powerful object capable of producing a levitation field. The field is extremely fragile, however, so it would be prudent not to take risks. These items are surprisingly light in weight. Their designs vary, but they might point to some facet of flight, a feather or the wings of a bird or insect, for example. Okay. Truth. Do we have a symbol for truth? We do. Okay. So like a little cradle. Let's see. And this is the evocant. Where's the cradle? Here it is. Symbol for truth. We'll do yellow or light green. There we go. Perfect. Temperance Parker. I had a quiet chat with Edmund Bishop in the Guilty Ram last night. He's always got an interesting story to tell, but last night he was different. I can tell he's worried, which has got me worried too. I know it's not much, but I'd like a shield charm all the same. Ooh, shield charm. Do we have... Let's see. Shield charm... Here. Generic charms of protection have little to offer the skill thaumaturge, but can have some small effect. Okay, Oshadic Spirit, Wandering Shroud will not abide them, for example. Such charms make use of the art of symbology, an ancient, some would say primitive component of thaumaturgy. A variety of materials, though rarely precious metals. So no precious metals. Brown fabric, yellowed bone, cheap metal. Okay. What is this one? Cool. It is made of gold, so that's a precious metal. Let's see. What about this? A black gemstone. That's made of iron. I suppose become louder and clearer. Nothing to remark. What was this one? It's weathered. It's made of iron, gold, an orange gemstone, black gemstone, dark green gemstone. Wandering Shroud will not abide. I don't know what a Wandering Shroud is. Oshadic Spirit, also referenced in the Eye of Ceranos. Let me see. Voice of Ceranos. Shadow Spirit, Shadow Hold. Let's look at that. A Shadow Vessel can be used to contain a Shadow Spirit. It's creeping dark. We found a Shadow Hold. Shield Charm. Let's go back to Shield Charm. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Will not abide them. The Art of Symbology. Perhaps it's this one? My heart feels lighter. So I wonder... And it's made of bronze, right? Yeah, so it's not a precious metal, so this is maybe it? Because this symbol is also referenced in regards to the Shadow Hold too. Oh no, it's not correct. Okay. What are you? Green marble and iron. Intricate detailing, nothing to remark. It's cool and smooth. The intricate detailing also made of iron. That does not look like something that would be used for a shield, but I could be wrong. Let me check this. Pearlescent blue glass. A shield charm. I don't think this would be it. Feeling being watched. This is Libella. Oh, we should put this back probably. Oh. There we go. Cover that. Oh boy. What are you? Thought at first it was bone, but it is in fact clay. Ooh. No, because it's not stone. Let's see. Wandering Shroud. Where is that referenced? Only in the shield charm. Wait, let's go back to shield charm. What's the primitive component of thaumaturgy? Protection. Generic terms of protection. Is there a protection symbol in here? Okay, so this is the protection symbol. Let's see. That... This is gold, though, so it's not precious metal. Oh, wait, actually, this is a symbol of protection, right? So this has got to be it, then. Yes. Haha! Shield charm! Okay. That makes sense. St. John's Anvil. These items have much in common with St. John's poppy plant of the same name, a fact that is reflected in their designs. They have quite different uses, however. Whereas the plant helps to overcome deafness, an anvil will dampen sound. They can even be tuned to filter out certain noises, but allow others to still be heard. Okay, symbol of protection. Sometimes I'm not sure what I am looking for in terms of, like, if I'm seeking the symbols or otherwise. Okay. What is it called? Shield of protection? Shield charm. Okay. Shield. I hope this is spelled correctly. It's IE, right? I always forget. Yeah, I think that's correct. Okay. Now, is there anything... Just generic terms of protection, so perhaps just yellow? I hope we unlock more colors. Okay, so that one's fine. Alright, oh, we have a new person. The doctor, Francesca Robertson. Growing up, Francesca's father was her hero. When he died suddenly and tragically in a mysterious incident, nobody seemed able or willing to give her the answer she demanded, and she grew tired of being fed the same stories that she knew could not be true. As she entered adulthood, she learned how to find things out for herself, and what she learned opened her mind to a world she hadn't known existed, a world of occults, maladies, and dark articles. She learned about Tormund's paralysis, Hobbs' fear, and the Sapphire Curse, and she learned that these maladies could be cured. Interesting. Hugh Langston. There's something I wanted to show you. I didn't like the look of it, so I left it where I found it. What if it's cursed? It was hanging behind an old shed, all overgrown with ivy. Let me draw a quick map for you. There. Oh? Ooh, that's okay. Let's take a look, actually. We have a couple things that we can look into. Okay, let's see. Can I... hold on. I want this in my... Here we go. I'll put you back. Open this up. Hopefully. Oh, no, go to explore. There it is, okay. So there's like some trees. Okay, let's see. That is a little... Okay, so there's like a building with a little cross attached to it at the top. By some trees. Not down here. Let's see. Very distinct lines on the map. Where is this little building? Is it here, perhaps? The shed is actually a wooden summer house that looks out over the pond, but it's clear that it hasn't been used in some time. Thick brambles claw their way up and over one side of the structure, and ivy covers the rest in a mottled green cloak. I find what I'm looking for to the rear. Parts of the ivy have been torn away recently, revealing an amulet hanging from a rusted nail. Something else catches my eye as I reach for it, and I notice that there is another pendant hanging next to it, almost completely hidden by the ivy. Oh, 2 items. Cool. Alright. Looks like a mushroom. Put that there. Put that there. Okay. Cool. So we were able to... I should bring these notes down here because I have not used them yet. Let's see. Okay, so that's done. Papers hidden in a desk drawer in the boatyard last night. They look old. Maybe there's nothing on my chiefs here, but I thought you... Did I get what I wanted from that? Come to the farm and it's yours. John Royston. Okay, so let's go to Royston Farm first so I can archive that. Royston Farm is 30. Here. John grins as I struggle to hide my obvious interest in the item he shows me. Any hope that he might not be fully aware of its value quickly evaporates, and after a lengthy negotiation, reluctantly hand over the amount he originally asked for. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, put that there. And then, so we can archive that. That one's complete. Ooh, it has a check mark. That's awesome. Okay, we can archive that. Those are both done. Okay, Mr. Jones. So let's go to the boatyard. Is it the boatyard? Because this does not have a check mark. Boatyard. 8. Where is 8? 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. 8. Here we go. The yard has seen better days. A mess of broken and rotten timber covers most of the outdoor space that isn't taken up by upturned boats, slowly being claimed by the weeds in the middle of all this. A man looks up from repairing a small rowing boat. "You must be from Strange Antiquities," he says with a smile. He takes me into the dilapidated office where 2 metal buckets collect drips of brown water, and a thin window pane rattles with every footstep. He pulls a sheaf of brown papers out of a desk drawer and places them gently in my hands. Sleep vessel. The 6 points of a sleep vessel are said to represent the 6 thaumic disciplines: Selenic, Dradic, Noctic, Diurnic, Wixic, and Mentic. They help people to stay awake beyond any natural limits by storing their fatigue. Over time and repeated use, they become more and more difficult to handle, as though the undreamed nightmares within are beginning to seep out. Oh. Apparently, as an afterthought, and somewhat reluctantly, the man gives me something else as I'm leaving. I have no use for it, he says. Don't even know what it's for. An item? Ooh! Lots of cool things. Ooh, that symbol, though. That's a very specific symbol. Hold on. Let's take a look. The insanity symbol. So let's go ahead and mark that. Insanity, protection from insanity, perhaps? So maybe it's a protect, because there's protection symbols all around it. So let me go ahead and just add this icon as a reminder. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, and then I can put this in the archives as well. This isn't complete either. I still don't know. Northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, I'm still not sure what that could be. What is this one again? Items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. Ooh, okay, so there's some stuff in the wine cellar next door. Hold up. Next door. Where is Strange Activity? Is 29? 29. Wine cellar next door? It's either this one or this one. The proprietor and Mrs. Craymore begrudgingly grants me access to the cellar when I explain that I'm with Strange Antiquities next door. Yes, well, take the lot of them out of here, would you? I can't say no to Eli after all he's done for me, but I don't like the thought of those unnaturals in my cellar. Ooh, more stuff. Perfect. More new things. Okay, those fit there. That'll fit up there too. Perfect. We continue. Hey, Verona. Eli's picked a bad time to leave Undermere. I've come from the Hungerford house where I've been helping Dr. Robertson and looking for any clues about what happened there. There wasn't much to go on. I did find a shattered Oshatic vessel, but whatever did this was no creeping dark. There was a strange black stain on the flagstone floor that I didn't like the look of. And the ravens, very unusual, but at least they seem to have dispersed. I don't know what to make of it. I'm going to take a trip to Gleeston Castle to see if Edmund Bishop can shed any light on their behavior. Goodness. But first I would like a vestiger. Whatever this is, we don't want it spreading. Vestiger. Okay. Vestiger. Down here, yes. Vestiger can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. Among other oddities, flames burn pale blue in their presence. Interesting. Pale blue. A vestiger. Okay, wait, hold on. What is it for? Spread of disease and pestilence. Let's see. So I just need to wave it around the flames. That's already been labeled. Not that one. No. Let's see. Ooh, that must be it. Perfect. Messenger. So what does it identify? Moonstone Guardian. For the banishment of Hobbs' fear and Noctic sight, these tend to take form of comforting guardian. Okay. Disease. Protection from disease. Okay. So what is the disease symbol? Because I thought there was one. Deception, weakness, wisdom, foresight, death. Let's see. I think we'll also mark it protection because it is protection from disease. So, protection, shape, let's do this one. And keep it as that one. Vestiger. I think it's VESS. Whoops. Is that correct? Oh, that doesn't look correct. It's A. Wait, AER? AGER, okay. AGER. There we go. There we go, that's better. Okay, end of day. End of day 3. 2 days earlier, the writer and his fellow adventurer were deep underground, exploring the tunnels below the Kirkhead Tower, when they made a discovery. Their elation at their find would soon turn to horror. Ooh, spooky. Oh. This looks like an actual key. Yeah, it is a key. Ooh, interesting. Ooh. After a disagreement between two houses, I was buried behind lock and key. Ooh, I think I know the answer to that. Let me... Lock and key. Keystone Manor. Lock house. 7 and 6. Wait. Is it 7 and 6? 7 and 13. Behind, so here? Yes! A large flat slab of granite marks the otherwise empty field. It bears an inscription. On this spot, in the year 1813, Arthur Key did shoot and kill the beloved horse of Wellington Lock. Buried at the foot of the slab, I find an unlocked chest containing a handful of legal documents, as well as a pistol and another item that catches my attention. Oh? Ooh. Pretty. That's very pretty. Oh, it's smaller than it looks. Okay. Separate these out a little bit more. There we go. I'm still stuck on this one. Hid me in the first building he came to. An escaped prisoner. Northwest. I don't know... What is 18? The convent, perhaps? The convent is an imposing building that appears to be designed for secrecy. The few windows that look out onto the street are small, and for the most part covered in sturdy iron shutters. The sole entrance is a large iron gate bearing the sigil of League of Amphesian Heart, a twin-headed snake. The gate is locked. Okay. Northwest. The first building. Greywick Farm. Is it here? I'm wasting my time. Ooh, that's not good for me. Okay. The Barrows. I've gone here. Jacob's Folly. Lady Rosalind built the folly in memory of her husband. Lost the lake, or so the story goes. Now it stands wind-worn and empty, overlooking the water. I checked the turret just in case. Nothing but dust and old stones. Love doesn't leave much behind. The old jail. So would it just be one of these buildings? sneaky. The dilapidated I thought it was like a labeled building. The dilapidated warehouse is dark and imposing, and the struggling flame of my lantern does little to pierce its depths. I slowly search through its contents with a sense of despair, wondering if I'm even in the right place at all. When suddenly and unexpectedly I uncover something of value. More relieved than elated, I take the trinket back to the shop for further study and a warm drink. Oh, that looks evil. That looks super evil. Okay. We were able to finish all of our cards so far. So we have nothing to solve at the moment. Although I don't know if this has anything to do. I don't think so. I think it's just a reminder that I can use it on some things. Okay. Betty kitty. Me. Cute. Hey, Eli, you're back. Well, the shop is still standing. That's something. Say what you will about Undermere, but this town is never quiet for long. I leave for a few days and suddenly everyone's talking about ravens and curses. I'm going to need to find Verona to get up to speed on what's going on. At least I didn't come away from Ravenglass empty-handed. I can always rely on Quiet Susan to unearth an interesting trinket or two. Oh? What do we get? Oh, that's pretty. Okay, so you're going to chill somewhere else right now. I'm going to put my plant... Let's see. Let's put our plant right down there. Yeah. Perfect. Edith Moore. We haven't met you yet. Oh, you have the little... I'm not a good person. I'm pushing away the only people I care about. Help me do better, please. I have to change, but I don't know how. What do you have that can help me banish my inner demons and make the changes stick this time? Ooh. Inner demons. Banishing inner demons? Ooh. What's this? Let's find something. So we're not well understood. Protects against insanity. Mind. Ominous presence pull at the threads of one's mind. Ares remnant. Objects, light and shadow. Daedalus link? No, levitation. Ooh, wait, you know what? Actually, let me see if I can find in the index demons. Demon, horn shackle. Okay. Overcome personal demons. Okay, so we want to give her the horn shackle then. Where's the horn shackle? This is it, right? Yes. Yay! Good. I hope that helps. Alright, Francesca, what's up? The Evocant didn't snap Mr. Hungerford out of it, unfortunately. It's strange. At times he appears almost awake, but he is deep in some kind of trance, and I can't get anything out of him. He seems to be searching for something. I'm beginning to suspect this is beyond my skill set, but I'm not willing to give up so easily. I know it's a bad idea, but I'm going to need a sleep vessel to get me through this week. Ooh, okay. Sleep vessel, sleep vessel. Here we go. The 6 points of a sleep vessel are said to represent the 6 thaumic disciplines. Selenic, Dradic, Noctic, okay. They help people stay awake beyond any natural limits by storing their fatigue. It sounds like one of the charms from Cult of the Lamb that you can give to one of your followers. Over time and repeated use, they become more and more difficult to handle, as though the undreamed nightmares within are beginning to seep out. Okay. 6 points. So it has 6 points. So this, perhaps? Hard and cool. Gold. Noctic, Diurnic, Wixic, and Mentic. Do they have some kind of reference? So Diurnic of the day, Noctic of the night. Diurnic of the day, Noctic of the night, perhaps? And then... what was the other thing? Wixic and Mentic? Of the body and of the mind? It has 6 points. Do I have anything else that has 6 points? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one also. This is protection from insanity, though. But I haven't... Let's see. Bronze. A sense of crackling energy flickers in the depths of my mind. It is the symbol for insanity. Yeah. Let's try this one first. Ooh, wait, actually... What is this one? Oh, it's only 4 points. What are those symbols, though? Is it weather symbols? Weather symbols, perhaps. Yeah, those heat and cold? Heat and cold? Okay. In that case, we're gonna try this one and see if this does the trick. Nope, that's not correct. Okay, so then it's probably this one. No! Ooh. Okay. There is this. It has an energy about it. So this looks off. Leaves a mark on my fingertips. Raised detailing. It's not rust, it's blood. This does not seem... Okay, sleep vessel. Slowly undreamed nightmares are beginning to seep out. This has an eye on it, and it does have 6 points. So perhaps that's the one? Six points of a sleep vessel are said to represent. Okay, so maybe this is it then. Ooh, it's not gonna be good though if I get it wrong. Nope. No! A deep fear has taken root. I must break the hold that has over me. Oh shoot. What do I do? Uh-oh. Select the segment of the seal and bank the dice to break it. Okay. I don't know. I hope that was good. Kitty. Kitty's helping me out. Okay, I can't tell how this works exactly. Select a die to unlock it. Okay, so we roll again. Stars can be any matching symbol. Is that a star? Okay. Okay. So that should be okay. I gotcha. I think I understand better now. Whew. Okay. I hope we're fine then. So it was none of those. Oh, do I restart the day? Yeah, okay. So I restart this option. Okay, so I still don't know what the sleep vessel is. Sleep vessel. Okay. Nightmares. Sleep. Only referencing a sleep vessel. So to represent the thaumic disciplines, the 6 thaumic disciplines. Okay, 6 thaumic disciplines. And I've tried the things that I thought were correct. Everything was 6 points. The 6 points of the sleep vessel are said to represent the 6 thaumic disciplines. So it has 6 points for sure. Perhaps I just don't have it. Ooh, wait. Hold up. Somewhat painful. As if it holds untold fears, so perhaps nightmares? Iron, bronze, okay. Maybe this is it. That's correct, okay. Closer inspection reveals, okay, sleep vessel, interesting. Resonance compass. A resonance compass will point towards nearby resonant objects, the only objects that can be detected in this way. Resonant objects are highly prized, both by thaumaturges and those who collect occult curiosities. Okay. Let me bring this up here. Okay. Sleep vessel. And I don't really know what symbol to give it since it is kind of a little bit of everything. So we'll just leave the symbols off of it for now. And then we will make it red. Yeah, because it causes pain to keep you awake, it seems. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Althea O'Shea. Many years ago, I owned a silent breath, but it was already old when I inherited it, and its power soon died after. It's about time I replaced it. Silent breath. Right before sleep vessel. White stag, guardian of the forest. There are those that consider the white hart a prize to be claimed, but there is no glory to be had from killing such a noble guardian of the forest. A silent breath contains a small token taken from a living white stag. While the stag lives, the item will retain its power, allowing the bearer to sense danger before it arrives. Ooh. So an item from the white stag. What is this? Green porcelain. Rotten egg smell. So this is not... Actually... Some fossilized creature of some sort. Okay, so that's an option. Can't check anything there. An option from an item from White Stag. I don't think this would be it, would it? Gold and stone. This is entirely made of clay. We have one more item down here. Let's bring it up. Let's see, what are you? Polished dark purple gemstone, and it's made of slate. Bronze. He's a little warmer than I would expect. Orange gemstone. Nothing to remark. Oh, we haven't looked at this yet. Seems to make the hair stand up on the back of my neck. Cold, a white hair. Ooh, okay, so I bet this is it. So, yeah. Heck yeah. Cool, that's really cool looking. My senses come alive. Potential trophy from White Stag. Elva Stone. Elva stones can be used to relieve the discomfort caused by otherwise incurable ailments, such as braxis or burning blood. The planetary metal used in these items is associated with the Selenic discipline, a connection that is also reflected by their design. Okay, so Silent Breath is what it was called? Yep. And that is an animal, so we're gonna make it dark green. I don't really have anything. What is this? Fear. Strength, protection, weakness, wisdom. We'll leave it at, we won't put a symbol on it, but we will name it. Okay, silent breath. Whoops. Perfect. Alright. We continue. Rufus Shelley. I've always wanted to try a dataless link. I have personal interest in the Celestial branch, so I'm not completely new to such things, nor am I ignorant of the risks. And now I have a good reason for it. I need to take care of some roof repairs, and this would seem the safest way to approach it. Ooh, dataless link. Okay. A dataless link is a powerful object. Oh, levitation. We prove not to take risks. They're surprisingly lightweight. Their designs may vary, but they might point to some facet of flight. A feather or the wings of a bird or insect, for example. Okay. Feather. So they're lightweight. Perhaps this? Let's put it on the scale. Oh, that seems heavy. That seems pretty heavy. Yeah, it seems relatively heavy. But perhaps this one? Ooh, very lightweight. Let's see. Orange gemstone polished. Sounds are muffled in its presence. Interesting. I'm not sure that that's what I'm looking for. It is lightweight though. Not lightweight. Ooh, what about this one? What is the half a pound gauge? Whoops. Okay, so those are all more than half a pound. So let's try and find something that's not that. Whoops. It's also not lightweight. The designs vary, but point to some facet of flight. This one is not lightweight. No, it's heavy. Okay, so it's a half a pound. Oh, wait, hold on. The bird. Literally a bird right here. Ooh, perfect. That's gotta be it. Perfect. A bird motif is a connection to flight. Using my weighing scales, I can confirm that it's very lightweight. Yes. Cusic Purifier. A small topaz gemstone known as the Eye is placed in a strong-smelling liquid, usually some potent barley, spirit, or vinegar. Small tokens such as rings or amulets perhaps submerged in the liquid and left for a full cycle of the moon are cleansed of simple imbued curses or hexes. Of course, there is a limit to the effectiveness of this process. Okay. How do we spell dataless? Dataless link. Oops. Also an animal. Is it A-L-U-S? Dataless. Is that correct? Hold on. Yes, that's correct. I'll make sure I'm spelling it correctly. Okay. There we go. Dataless link. I don't know if there's any symbols of flight. Um, flight or levitation. Maybe perhaps an air symbol? Maybe the air symbol will help. Let's do this one, yes. Air symbol. Where are those? This one right here. Yeah. Cool. All right. Hey, Edmund. The ravens are back, I see. Looks like it's going to be worse this time. After speaking to Verona, I've come to extend an open invitation to visit Gleeston Castle. My family's lived there for generations, and I know there are artifacts that would be of use to you, gathering dust in hidden corners. All I ask is that you stay out of the south tower and the master bedroom, and run anything you find by me first, of course. Okay. Ooh, okay. Use the buttons on the left to change maps. Okay, is this a letter from him? Walk past the main staircase and turn left. Follow that corridor down to the end and go through the door to the left. There's a small plinth in the corner of that room with an item on it that you are welcome to. I never did like it anyway. The main staircase and turn left. Walk past the main staircase. So this is the main staircase, right? And turn left. Okay, so follow that corridor down to the end and go through the door to the left. The door to the left, this one? Okay, this one's gotta be it. The plinth is not hard to spot in the corner of the room next to a small writing desk. A glass jar houses the object mentioned in Edmund's note. As I gather the item and turn to leave, my eye is drawn to a green book on the desk. The author's name is of particular interest. I pick it up and find Edmund on my way out, who encourages me to take it with me. I try to insist on paying for it at least, but he won't entertain the idea. Ooh, gemstones. Oh, perfect. Okay. Let's see, anything ethereal quality. Rough and pitted stone. Interesting. Put this here for now. Okay, we put our books here. Atomic properties. Ooh, you know what? I should probably put the books down here. That might be better. There we go. Okay. Gemstones. Ooh, okay, this is going to be super helpful then. Okay. Oh, very cool. Oh, I wonder if we'll add to it at some point. Okay. Cool. Yeah, let's end the day. At the end of a long passageway, after days spent clearing away dangerous rock falls, the duel came upon a chamber. In it they found a small stone tomb, too small to contain human remains. Ooh, I love this part. It's so fun. Oh, that's a little one. Okay, so we're looking for a particular place. Oh, okay. Ooh, we put that on the map, I think. Looks like we do anyway. Okay. Hold up. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Hold up a second. Let me see. Looking for big buildings. Not there. Wait. Wait, okay. Here? Yes, this room. Aha, okay. A portrait of some dead lord eyes me suspiciously as I enter the room and start absent-mindedly opening drawers. The room is cold and austere, and I'm about to leave when I spot a crate under the chest of drawers. This could be something. Ooh, ooh, pretty lady. Okay, perfect. Took me a minute to figure that out. I needed to check somewhere else. Okay, cool. I think that's it. Oh, this item is an item, so I'm gonna put it up here. Amongst my stuff. Set it down. Move that over. Set it right there. Actually, I'm gonna put it there. There we go. Alright. Now we continue. Sorry, kitty. Not sure about this fog today. It's an eerie atmosphere out there, especially with those damn ravens back again. It's usually fierce black dogs I have to worry about, not big black birds. Better off inside, I reckon. Ooh, letter. For me. The triangle has intrigued me ever since I first heard about it as a young boy. What caused the pine trees to grow like that? Did someone plant them? I know you'll at least have heard of it, but did you know this? I calculated the exact center point, and there's a small clearing there. It can't be a coincidence. What's more, there is a certain energy about it, not entirely welcoming either. I wonder if you might take a look for yourself. Thomas Pope and Hamish. Ooh, okay. He's talking about, triangle of trees? Triangle of trees. Ah, here, yes. Heathwood. Sure enough, as I approach the center of the curious triangular copse at the heart of Heathwood, I come across a clearing, a tree that has been split in two stands in the center. Sunlight breaks through and I take a deep breath of cleansing pine and earth. Almost immediately, I am struck by a sense of ominous power, and my intuition tells me that there is something unusual here at the heart of the wood. I examine the broken tree and notice some strange markings carved into the trunk. Heart beating faster, I spot something else embedded in the wood. 3 pendants arranged in a triangle shape. Oh, interesting. So maybe they're all related somehow? Okay. Two hands. Ooh, and this has several different symbols on it. Interesting. Okay. Gus Foley. It has been many years since I performed the rite of the red knives, but I can still remember every step. I'd do it one more time before I die if I could only get my hands on an Orpheus spire. I tried that place in Arnside and they sent me here. Okay. Orford Spire. This thing here? Oh. During the rite of the red knives, an Orford Spire is fully submerged in goat's blood for 9 days and 9 nights. When performed correctly, the rite is said to impart vitality and clarity of thought, although perhaps not for the goat. Ooh. Wait, hold on. Goat's blood. So, hold up. Orford Spire. There's 2 little horns on it. Perhaps this thing? It's not rest, it's blood. Later remark, it has an energy about it. Okay, clarity of thought. Perhaps not for the goat. This one is being washed, but this is the only thing that looks like it's been submerged in blood. So perhaps this one? It has spikes on it. Let's try it. That's correct. Nice. 2 of the points of the item are visible in the sketch. Closer inspection reveals dried blood, suggesting this item has been submerged. Cool. Amphesian Talon. The League of the Amphesian Heart uses these items as part of its grim initiation rite. They guard their secrets closely, but it is said that they worship the ancient, nameless gods, communing with them via the broken path. Acolytes must press the tip of a talon hard against their cheekbone to the point of drawing blood. They perform this act nightly for 49 days, 7 sevens, after which the scar will forever mark them. Orford Spire. Vitality? I'll make it red. Shape. This guy. Ooh, do we have a vitality symbol? Let's look. Oop, that's gemstones. We do not. What else does it do? Impart vitality and clarity of thought. Nope, that's the gemstone. I need to get used to the order of things. Clarity of thought. Wisdom, perhaps? Not foresight. Okay, well, we won't put a symbol on it then. It's called Orford Spire? Yes. Oh, I guess technically it could be an animal, Orford Spire. So maybe we'll change it to the animal color. There we go. Yeah, we'll change the animal color. There. Because of the goat's blood. Perfect. Oh, sorry, kitty. I need to go away for a few days. Again? The Order of the Black Veil will have the information I'm looking for. They seek to understand the world beyond death, drinking an elixir that sinks them into a deep trance. If I'm right, they may be able to shed some light on these events. The only problem is, I burned that bridge long ago. Could you lend me that Guise of Lillian? It won't be the first time I've used one to get around their hatred of me. Ooh. Let me see. Guise of Lillian? What is it? Oh. These items can allow the bearer to pass unrecognized. If used for any length of time, the wielder can begin to lose their sense of self. The remains of bygone creatures have been used in thaumaturgy for centuries, from petrified teeth and bones to trilobites, ammonites, and devil's toenails. A Guise of Lillian is one such item that makes use of this ancient source of power. We know that this thing is fossilized, so maybe this is what they're looking for, or he's looking for. Yeah. Guise of Lillian. Ammonite fossil embedded in it. Closer inspection reveals that it produces an out-of-body feeling. Tenebran Cloak. Upon activation, a Tenebran Cloak can create a sphere of enshrouding darkness that will cloak all within its reach. A single stone set in bronze gives power to these totems. So, Guise of Lillian. Yeah. Also an animal. Oops, nope, don't want that. Guise of Lillian. Well, good luck, Eli. Hope you don't lose yourself. Okay. New person, Rebecca Rose. Hello. Oh, is that a cat? My eyes may have completely gone now, but it's good to know I still have my cat senses. I do hope I'm in the right place. My daughter told me about a shop that specializes in unusual items. My life's joy has always been painting. Without that in my life, I'm afraid I'm at a bit of a loss. I know that I will never see again, but is there anything in your collection that might help me paint again? I feel a little foolish for asking. It seems such a small thing, but to me it means everything. Oh, Aries Remnant and Spirit Eye. Let's take a look at her profile. The artist. Rebecca's eyesight deteriorated very quickly several years ago, and now she is just barely able to distinguish dark and light. This affliction has robbed her of the thing that brought her the most joy in this world, painting. And yet it has not robbed her of her determination, or her kindness, or her love of life. When she learned of strange antiquities and that it might hold a way to restore her sight, she was hesitant. She never did anything without careful consideration, but eventually her desire to paint again won over, and she decided the risk was worth taking. Okay. Let's take a look at those. Aries Remnant. So objects induce a form of synesthesia, where colors and tones, light and shadow, can be felt through touch. They're sometimes used by those who work in low light conditions, such as miners. The gemstones in an Aries remnant are arranged in the shape of the constellation that shares its name. Oh, okay. Aries the ram. Spirit Eye is the other one. Let's see. Here it is. There are some who stay away from the spirit eyes, believing them to be a window into a world that should not be seen, and others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It is not clear exactly what they do show. Another layer beneath the visible world, perhaps, a layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. Oh. Opposing symbols. We do have an opposing symbols one. Is it this one? A green gemstone. Green gemstone. Jade, a stone of the earth and nature. But what about emerald? It looks like an emerald. This one does not have an index. Okay, so no emerald, so it has to be jade. Stone of the earth and nature. And opposing symbols. Okay, so let's take a look at these two first. Let's find those in the book. So rain and thunder. Is that it? Rain and thunder? Yeah, rain and thunder. And what are the others? It's like a bullseye and a fence. A bullseye and fence. Fog and storm. I would assume that is the one, the spirit eye. That would be interesting to give her. But the Aries remnant seems to be what she's asking for. I wonder what it would do if we gave her the spirit eye. I'm very curious. Oh, that's not correct. Okay, so opposing symbols. I know that this, I think, is the Aries remnant. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. Should not be seen. What does this one say? Nothing to remark. Smooth. Okay. Opposing symbols. Oh, this one? This one might be it. It is made of wood. What are those symbols again? Heat and ice. Okay. Spirit Eye. I hope this doesn't, like, ruin her life. But I'm very curious. Malachite Gemstone hints at their ability to see a world beyond ours. Okay. Hopefully this helps her. Scythian Charm. Older Scythian charms are carved out of wood, but the more powerful designs make use of the planetary metals. No two are identical. They are used by horticulturists to encourage stubborn plants to thrive. They change with the weather, usually quite cold, but warm and tingly to the touch while it's raining. Okay, so Spirit Eye is this one. Okay, Spirit Eye. That one, perhaps gray. Well, I hope that it helps her. Okay. Clarence Hawker. Those ravens have done for 3 more poor buggers. 2 of them at Calgarth and another fell at Fisherman. People are getting a bit panicky around here. Nothing natural about folk turning up with eyes all black like that. And now this fog, too. With the nights drawing in and me working late, I refused to walk down Holbrook Road without so much as a lantern. If I had something nice and bright in mind. Oh, Sunbond. What is that? Next page. Here we go. Sunbond is a small, lightweight designed to be carried discreetly and made of a non-precious metal, housing a gemstone of light. They carry the warmth and the light of the sun, a brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. Ooh, I wonder if it's this one. Let me examine it. Orange gemstone, polished. Sounds muffled in its presence. Oh, wait, maybe that's not the one. There was one that had a glow to it. A warm glow? Polished. It's a little warmer than I would expect, so maybe this is it? Yeah, Sunbond. Nice. It looks like a mushy. This item is an amber gemstone, a stone of light. It's made of bronze. Closer inspection reveals it's strangely warm. Perfect. Serene Ward. Made from basilisk scales, a material known to endure intense heat, these unusual objects can permit the bearer to withstand fire and flame and remain unharmed. They do not, however, offer protection against the deadly basilisk itself. Oh, okay. Go ahead and pull this up here. Okay, so we want it associated with heat. Let's do this one. And then the icon for heat, what's the icon for heat? Heat. Okay. Let's see, where is that? Is it this way? Where is it? Ah, this one right here. Okay. Let's do this one. There we go. Oops. Perfect. All right. Audrey Bell. Oh, you're new. Bend your ear to the trees. Hold your palm out to the wind. The ravens can feel it. Can you? Something is stirring. I will need a Holgan Grim in the coming days. Oh, what's that? Let's find out what that is. Holgan Grim. These eerie creations are worn by priests of Holgar in various rituals relating to death and the afterlife. The sacrament to ask for his protection, Wolfsong's truth, to seek his judgment. Path of the warrior to help the dead find their way. The priests of Holgar. Heart Chamber. Blencathra. Holgar's followers believe that when he slew twin axes. Wolfsong and Fearbringer. Okay. Song's truth to seek his judgment. Wolfsong's truth. Wait, okay, so Wolfsong is what? Okay, so it's an axe. Ooh, that's a hard one. Lencathra, Holgan Grim. Eerie creations are worn by priests of Holgar in various rituals relating to death and the afterlife. So they're worn. The sacrament to ask for his protection. It's only the Holgan Grim. But they are worn. It's It's an Osik ring. Okay, what's this one? Weathered. It's made of tin. But they're worn. This does not feel green marble. What are these gemstones? This is a pale yellowy orange gemstone, a dark green gemstone, and a black gemstone. Earth and nature, a stone of fire and fury, and then yellow, a stone of strength. Something is stirring, I will need a Holgen Grim. Sacrament. Wolf Song's Truth. Only referenced in Holgen Grim. Path of Warrior. Also only Holgen Grim. What about Death? Heart Chamber and Holgen Grim as well. Oops. Blenkethra. There's a vast skull in the catacombs said to be that of the beast Blenkethra. Holgar scholars believe that when he slew it, he trapped its soul, along with its power. Heart chambers are based on this mythical object, but they have morphed over time in a way to keep those dear to us close to heart after death. Okay. The sacrament to ask for his protection, to seek his judgment. The sacrament to ask for his protection, Wolfsong's truth to seek his judgment. Path of the word, help the dead find their way. So, I wonder if these are gemstones. Ooh, actually, what about this? A pinkish gemstone, what does that one mean? Stone of protection enveloping the night. Ooh, I bet this is it. Yes. Oops. Because the gemstones mean something. But the other one wasn't quite right. Oh no. Maybe it is this one then? Also no. Oof, that was rough. Deep fear's taken root. Alright, let's try this. We need 2 snakes. Oh no. Perfect. Perfect. Yes. Okay. That's good. That's good. Roll. Help me, kitty. Nope. That's not good. Oof. Can I do that? Break the seal before it breaks your mind. Oh shit. Oh god. This is not good. Okay, that's good, that's good. Next. No! I have 2 of those. Do the rest. A snake. Oh no! Shit. This is not good. Give me snakies. Yes! Okay. That was close. That was a little bit harder. Goodness. Okay, so we can try again now. I wonder if that, like, changes something in the story. Okay. Bend your ear to the trees. Yes. That's a Vestiger. Did I already... No, I completed this. Let me put it in the archive. And then let me read her thing. The priest, Audrey Bell. Followers of the warrior god Holgar are not easy to come by, but they make up for their low numbers with zeal and grandiosity. Their priests have all the self-appointed authority of a village fete organizer, and the power struggles between clergy and acolyte are as bitter and hard-fought as many a debate about bunting or cake stands. Audrey has strong opinions about death and the afterlife, perhaps forgetting that the god she follows is best known for sending thousands of people reluctantly to it, but had very little to say about its substance. Okay, so neither of these were correct. This is a Vestiger. Hogan Graham, that's such a hard one. Dark blue-green gemstone. I thought at first it was bone, but it's in fact clay. Rough. It fills me with a sense of foreboding. That doesn't feel good. What about this one? A pinkish gemstone. Eerie. It says it's eerie. So what is eerie about it? Is this... Oh, that's correct. So it's a mask. The mask is an eerie item that can be worn. The sketch shows a priest wearing the mask with their back to us. Using the index, we can find a sketch of Holgar, to whom the mask bears a striking resemblance. The gemstone is Vivianite, a stone of death. Okay, finally. That one was hard. Lead heart. These items depict the god of Cernunnos in his non-human form. They are heavier than they look due to the core of lead hidden behind by a more modest exterior. They are said to kindle romantic interest and are sometimes given as wedding gifts. Oh, cute. Okay. Let me... Hogan Grimm. Goodness, okay. Death. Shape. That one. This one. Yes. Icon. What is the icon of death? Hold on. There is one, isn't there? Death is... Ooh, that's like a lock. A key lock symbol. This one. So Hogan Graham, Holgen. Yes. There we go. Our first kind of evil one. Yeah. Okay, cool. End day. Inside was the reason they had toiled so hard, a small black casket, a very valuable small black casket. They knew enough not to open it, but perhaps too little to fully understand the danger it posed. Oh, what do we got this time? Well, it looks like a beehive a little bit. Staircase. Okay. Up the stairs left, then left again. Second on the right is where I spend each night. Okay, so this is definitely for the house. Cards for that. That's cool that we get cards for the house and for town. I like that a lot. Okay. I think that is where I'm going to go ahead and leave it for today. Sweet kitty. But this is great. I love this game. And I like the mystery. I'm wondering what's going to happen to the lady, because she's in our list, isn't she? She is Rebecca Rose. So we'll see how she does with the item that we gave her. But I think, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!